We're reviewing the Weber charcoal heat controller. We're making ribs with the heat controller. Everyday cooking, Dad. Cooking every day. Alright guys, welcome in, welcome back. We're doing part 2 of our review of this charcoal heat controller from Weber. We're going to be doing some baby backs, and we're going to just see how this works. We'll see if this just comes in and rocks at one temperature. So let's get started. Alright, so we got some charcoals left over from our last video. We made some wings, so it's a more direct heat. I mean, this thing gets up to like 400 degrees. So let's check it out, see what kind of damage is done. I mean, it's made to take the heat. It's nothing, you know, it seems fine, perfectly fine. Alright, so that's, okay, that's great. Alright, so let's move on to the way we're gonna set up our grill. Now, the idea is we're going to put hot coals right here, right? And as the heat goes around, each charcoal will get lit a little at a time. And then the heat from the charcoals that we use in the beginning will help combust the wood that we have right here. And this way we'll have a nice clean smoke and not a dirty smoke, not like a black dirty smoke. So guys, what I'm thinking is gonna happen here is when we put the charcoal ring on top, it's gonna keep all the heat in the bottom compartment, and it's gonna kind of come up around the sides, where if you just didn't have the ring, you know, there's a lot more air getting to the coals from the top and the bottom. So that keeps the air the same all the way around. Instead, you don't get these spikes. I've had spikes with the snake method, you know, where it starts to heat up really quick and burn a lot faster. So this should go around a lot slower, I hope. We'll see what the design that Weber did, what they came up with. But maybe I should have put aluminum foil on this, you think? I don't know. Something tells me we should put aluminum foil. But let's go ahead and get this lit. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this grill lit. We're going to be using our charcoal basket. And we're just going to use the used coals that we had. And we're just going to go ahead and then dump them right there at the beginning. But guys, let me show you something real quick. Down here on the bottom of the grill, you see these ovals? That indicates how open the bottom is. Like that's halfway, that's closed. So each oval represents how much air is getting in through the bottom of the grill. So we're going with the third one, which is like mostly closed. And then the top of the grill, we'll have that wide open. So, you know, hopefully that makes sense. Because the air control is the most important thing. And I think if we left this thing all the way open, the grill will probably heat up a lot. So let's go ahead and dump these charcoals. Because we want to be like right around 250, 240 when we smoke our ribs. So, and we'll be without charcoal. I don't know if that's too much, but you know, they're used charcoal, so they're a lot smaller than starting off with brand new ones. So we should be fine. Alright, so let's just arrange the charcoal so it's nice and even. Alright guys, so we can see our plan is starting to come together. We got our lit charcoals, right? And they're going to go ahead and light our charcoals that are not lit. And hopefully we're going to keep a nice even temperature all the way around. So I would say that's about the first 2 hours of smoking. And that's all the ribs are going to take on. It's the first couple of hours of smoking. Now we're going to keep our chamber moist. So we're going to go ahead and put some water in a pan in the middle of the grill. And then on with our charcoal ring. So we're ready to cook. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and go down with our ribs. Now make sure you push them together so you have like a nice meaty rib, because the way they sit is the way they're going to cook. Watch, go ahead, squeeze them together. That's going to be way meaty. Beautiful. So we got two types of thing, just like our video before with the chicken wings. We got our Weber All-American, and we got the Traeger pork and poultry rub. So we're going to go ahead and just get rid of our finger marks on the ribs. So we have a nice pretty rib at the end. You know, you eat with your eyes. All right guys, so it's time to close this down. Now remember what I said about the vents? So we're gonna open this one up all the way. Now we might adjust it just when we see what our temperature is. Guys, look at this. It's only been about 15 minutes and we rocked right in at 242. So I don't want this to climb any much more than that because we're still going to get a little growth out of that. So we'll just close it down a little bit. All right, so we'll be back 2 hours or so. All right, so I've been monitoring this for 2 hours. We've only had like maybe 2 degree, Fahrenheit degree up and down. So we're gonna take a look at this for the first time and we're gonna see what we got. Yeah, looking good, right? Not bad. Let's bring you in for a little bit closer look. Yeah, the Weber, that's the Weber. Now guys, our charcoals are like right about here. Yeah, that's like about where that second piece of wood was, and that's where we started, over there. So we're right here, started there. So, this thing is working pretty good. I mean, no spikes in temperature at all. So let's spritz this down just a little bit. I'm not spritzing the whole thing, just the parts that look a little dry. And that's just water, just water. Guys, let me just show you something. I'm just noticing this. Take a look at this. So this is maybe why we should have put aluminum foil. I mean, that's burnt on. I don't think that sugar from the rub is just dripping off. So we'll see what the cleanup is like. But guys, just take a quick look at this real quick. Just a reminder. Now our coals are getting close to the top vent. So we don't want it directly over because we'll get a spike. So we're just going to go ahead and move it away from where the charcoals are burning. So we should still have a nice even cook. All right, so it's been about 2 hours and 45 minutes. And this is where we're at. Guys, and this thing has been steady at 245. No spikes at all. But guys, look at this ribs. We're almost there. And our charcoals have not moved very much. I think we're probably about 4 or 5 of them burnt. So there's our charcoals, right? And we started over there. So we probably went about 1/3 of the way through our charcoals. Guys, these ribs are looking good. I mean, this is the perfect color right now. So it's pretty much going to be time to wrap. But let me go get some aluminum foil. Look at the bend. Guys, these are bending, but if you notice, they're not cracking. So we're not quite there yet. Take a look at the pullback. We got some pullback. Take a look at the Traeger rubbed ones. Yeah, almost no pullback on those. Let's take a look at the bottom real quick. The Weber is darker. Their granules were much bigger than the Traeger. But they're both looking good at this point. So you know what? It's going to be time to go ahead and wrap these up. So let me go ahead and go in, get aluminum foil. So we put down butter, probably about a half a stick of butter. And then we're just going to take the ribs and put the top side down. So that brown sugar and that butter is just going to melt right on top. That's going to be good, guys. So we're just going to head wrap these up nice and tight. Now I'm going to double wrap them. So this is heavy duty aluminum foil. You want to be careful. You don't want the bones to burst through the aluminum foil or puncture the aluminum foil. Just be careful when you're handling it. Take your time. No special way. I'm just kind of getting it closed up. And that's it. Easy schmeezy. So we're going to double wrap them. And we got the ribs facing down. You know, the top side is facing down. You know, just so they can get all that love from the butter and the sugar. And we're going to go ahead and close this up. Guys, look at that. We had that thing open and it went right to 255 like in 5 minutes. So, you know, I guess it's no big deal, but it makes me happy. You know, that heat controller seems to really keep things in place. I mean, that temperature just doesn't move. This is working. Really, it is. All right, now, guys, it's about an hour later. So we've been cooking these ribs now for probably about 5, almost 6 hours now. Guys, they're nice and soft, but they're not mushy. I like my ribs pull away. Let's take a quick temp. 204, 206. Yeah, I like my ribs to be, you can bite the ribs and it'll pull away. But guys, this is not a rib video. This is about the heat controller. We're going to be eating these ribs on the next video because we're making these today to eat tomorrow. But these sure did come out good. All right, guys, so it's the next day. It got late last night, and those ribs are really full during the week. But let's just do a quick review. This is what we got after we're done. Now, I'll definitely be putting aluminum foil on the grill. Get this off of here. Okay, I'll definitely be putting aluminum foil because that looks pretty jacked up. I got to get in there and clean that. Let's see, I got my scraper here. Let's see how easy this comes off. It's really on there good. That's burnt on sugar. So that's a little bit of a downside. So definitely probably some aluminum foil. But other than that, let's see what our cook kind of came out like. Yeah. And this held perfect. It held a perfect 255, 245, 248. Held it perfectly. And we went 6 to 6, almost 7 hours. So we went from here, right, all the way around to here's when I shut it down. We could have easily went another 2 hours, 3 hours. So if you like doing a brisket or a pork butt, easy schmeezy. God, and I mean, it held the temperature steady. So I don't know if it was just the snake method, the baffle, or everything combined, but it worked out well. So, is it worth it? I'm going to say yes, because I like my toys. If you have a Weber kettle, I'd say this is a nice addition. I mean, I really was setting it and forget it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that, and you know what's coming next. Everyday cooking, Dad. Cooking every single day. Take a look at some of these other videos, and let's get cooking.